Now, Canada's newly elected Prime Minister Mark Carney has chosen his team 2 weeks after clinching the very dramatic electoral victory. Mark Carney has now unveiled his new cabinet. Now, Mark Carney is in fact going for the idea of minimum governance as the new cabinet cuts down on the number of ministers to 29 from 39, with women represented right at the halfway mark. The finance department is seeing no change. Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne and Dominic LeBlanc, who is in charge of the US trade, continue to retain their jobs. Now, Chrystia Freeland, whose resignation had triggered the collapse of the Trudeau government, is now the Minister of Transport and Internal Trade. Meanwhile, the former Goldman Sachs banker Tim Hodson was appointed as the Natural Resources Minister, replacing Jonathan Wilkinson. Evan Solomon, a prominent former journalist, is now entering the Parliament for the very first time. And what is interesting is that he's been named as the Minister for Artificial Intelligence. A new post nodding at Carney's pledge to transform Canada's economy. Now, interestingly, Mark Carney has moved Melanie Joly from the Foreign Affairs to the Industries portfolio after 4 years and replaced her with Anita Anand. Now, interestingly, Anita Anand, an Indian origin leader, is a practicing Hindu and took her oath of office with the Bhagavad Gita in her hand. Now, Anita Anand is the daughter of Indian immigrants. She first entered into the Parliament in 2019, winning the Oakville seat for the Liberal Party. In 2021, she was elevated as the Defence Minister, although she was shifted to the Treasury Board in the middle of 2023 in a step back. She was again placed in a high-profile role in September 2024 as the Minister of Transport and Internal Trade. Now, Mark Carney has said that the new cabinet will deliver the changes that the Canadian people need at this moment. He's also added that his government will protect the nation's sovereignty and will work to redefine the fraught relations with the United States.
And I'm the Secretary to the Governor-General, and I'd like to welcome everybody.
Canadians elected this new government with a strong mandate to define a new economic and security relationship with the United States and to build a stronger economy for all Canadians. Canadians also sent a clear message that their cost of living must come down.
But speaking after the announcement of the new cabinet, Mark Carney said that Canada must in fact spend billions and billions to start shifting the economy's focus away from the United States. His immediate promise includes tax cuts and ending all trade barriers amongst the 10 provinces by the 1st of July.
We will build a stronger Canadian Armed Forces to defend every inch of our territory through unprecedented investments in land, air, sea, and cyberspace. We will strengthen Canadian law enforcement and border security, including with 1,000 new RCMP personnel and 1,000 new border security officers.
Now, Mark Carney's election win 2 weeks ago was largely defined by threats from Trump, whose trade war and repeated talk of annexing the United States' northern neighbour upended the Canadian politics. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.